More Americans are taking their own lives. Let's get into the article. Study warns of rise in U.S. suicides. The number of Americans taking their own lives in 2021 came close to the peak seen in 2018, the CDC says. So, according to the CDC, the number of Americans taking their own lives, who took their own lives in 2021, came close to the peak number in 2018. In 2021, 48, and these are the most recent numbers, 2021. They don't have numbers for 2022 yet, I don't believe. In 2021, 48,183. 48,183. So almost 50,000 Americans took their own lives. This is in 2021. That number, 48,183, almost 50,000, is the highest number recorded in the U.S. of Americans taking their own lives since 2018, where it was registered that 48,344. So almost 200 more Americans took their own lives in 2018 than in 2021. In 2019 and 2020, these are the COVID years, before pre-COVID and COVID years. The number of suicides declined slightly. The CDC, and this is the CDC who did the study in the report, the CDC did not give a reason as to why the rate of people taking their own lives went up in 2021 compared to 2019 or 2020. The rate of suicides in the U.S. in 2021 was 14.2 persons per 100,000 people. Again, this is in 2021, 14.2 persons per 100,000 people. The CDC report did not specify a reason for people taking their own lives, only that, quote, suicide is a complex problem related to multiple risk factors such as relationship, job or school, and financial problems, as well as mental illness, substance abuse, social isolation, historical trauma, barriers to health care, and easy access to lethal means of suicide among persons at risk. By race, if we go by race, the highest rate of suicides were among, unfortunately, those of American Indian and Alaskan Native race and populations. Also of note, among younger Black Americans, suicide rates increased significantly. These are specifically young African Americans. When I say young African Americans, I mean those aged from 10 to 24 years. So from 10 years old to 24 years, which is really astonishing. The only group which saw a decrease in self-killings during the 4-year period, and when I say 4-year period, I mean 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. So from 2018 to 2021 were white Americans, who I believe this article didn't say, but I believe these white Americans are the ones taking their own lives in like they make up the majority, given that they're the majority of the population, they're the majority who take their own lives. And so that's the study. This is from the CDC. A really good article by Russia Today RT. If you want to look at the article, it's called Study Warns of Rise in U.S. Suicides. That's what I have to say on the matter, reporting it to you. What do you guys think about this story? Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you're listening to this on the podcast, tweet me. Let me know what you think about this story there. Take care.